Welcome, this is the Esperance Foundation, and today we are glad to have our chairperson of the board, Mrs. Mary Kayamba. As you see, she's here. So she can try to introduce herself about the organization and how she's so much pleased or pleasured to be among the Catholic University of South Africa during this conference. Yeah.
Okay, I'm Mary Kayamba. I'm the director Esperanza for Women, Children in Prison Africa. It's an organization that focuses on enabling women and children find favor and live a dignified life after in prison and after prison. We are happy to participate in this workshop because we want to highlight to the community, to the people, whoever, because we know that this conference is an international conference, and therefore we just wanted to show the people what happens in prison in relation to violation of the rights of the human being, more so the women and children, and what can be done to make sure that these violations do not continue as people interact with the prisoners in prison.
Yeah, thank you. So yesterday we had our CEO and the founder, and she presented the slides, and everyone was able to interact and ask questions about the organization. So far we are interacting with the conference was all about global ethics. We are having UNESCO, we are having Harmony Institute and Esperance Foundation. So our theme for presentation was about the dignity of a human person. So today we are glad to meet you here so that we can ask you a few questions as the chairperson of the board.
Yes.
And mostly the acting CEO of the Esperance Foundation when she has gone out. So the first question is, how has the organization contributed to the rehabilitation and reintegration of the prisoners into the society through the higher education?
Okay.
Yes.
You see, when the organization started from the beginning, its aim was to educate the populace on how to handle the people, the people, and I believe the higher education institutions is actually part of our focus. And why are they important as a focus area?
Yes.
Because they do a lot of research. And remember, in our rehabilitation, most of the time we are failing because we don't have informed information on how people suffer, so that we are able to develop need responsive programs. Are you seeing?
Yes.
Because any program to succeed, it has to be supported by some research.
Yes.
Do we have any research papers that we have written that can inform us in what we are doing in Esperance? And that has been our challenge. But we are happy to join a choir as they walk through this conference, because we believe that now they are going to see our gaps. Yeah?
Yes.
And being a higher, the highest, centers of education,
Yes.
research is part of what they do every other day. So as Esperance, we want to take advantage of this situation and inform them that we are doing 1, 2, 3. However, we have gaps, and these gaps can only be filled properly if some research are done in areas that can improve our rehabilitation program. Remember, even the research we will do will not just help Esperance as an organization, it will also support the prison department, because as we collaborate with them, and we know that there are gaps in prison that happen or are there, because of lack of information. And information comes from the interacting, the assessment, all these things that we are doing with such a higher learning institutions to make sure that they come up with information that can actually improve the rehabilitation programs we are doing. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool, because you have talked about the research, and also when she presented yesterday, she talked about three things. The first thing she talked about, she's looking for a partnership with the Catholic University of Eastern Africa,
Yes.
mostly the Center for Social Justice and Ethics,
Yes.
about the research, and she talked about the community service and service to the community. And I hope from your explanation, we can be in position to try to understand where the community service comes in, where you're talking about the prison department, and again service to the community, where that person is coming out of the prison, and the research mostly to know where about this the problem that is eating up most prisons, where it's corruption or any other violation of human rights. And again, the second question, can you just highlight some or share with us about some examples that or initiatives or partnership that the Esperance Foundation has taken so that to promote the ethical behavior and reduce the zero recidivism as your mission and vision states?
Okay, one thing that I know Esperance has done,
Yes,
which is very important, is supporting our rehabilitation programs.
yes,
Yeah, because we believe that rehabilitation prepares people for integration.
yeah.
So when you train the inmates or you make sure the inmates are trained properly inside prison,
Yes.
then you are supporting them get reintegrated back to the community. And I can tie that with what we are talking about, social community services.
Yes.
Because why are women not getting support in the community? Sometimes people argue and say these women, they went inside prison and they are leaving prison the way they are. So we cannot support them in the community because they are they are jailers. They are people who have not changed. So when we hear that, we say no, these people have changed. They have gone through rehabilitation. The psychology are taking place. We are giving them machines. We are training them on how to run their own small businesses. We are trying to place them in situations that can make them play a big positive role in the community. And community to the service means people go outside there and they start working, contributing to the community, and they live positive lives. If it's a mama, she just goes back to the community and starts taking care of her family positively. Instead of going down there and then she feels like she's stigmatized. I was in prison and therefore people don't like me. We don't want that attitude. We are trying to make them appreciate that attitude of saying, yes, prison is a bygone. I am now a new person. I can make a difference in my community. I can contribute towards community development. Given an opportunity, I can showcase that I have the potential, I have the ability. And that is Esperance that is doing.
Yes.
Yes, it's playing a big role in the nation of building these women from inside prison and then down to the community. And that is our major important role. Because if we don't rehabilitate them or we don't support the prison, rehabilitate them, then we are not assisting them. Remember, as much as these people are inside prison, there's a lot of violation in the sense of inadequacy in those basic needs. Okay, we can't blame the government. The government has played its role. Yeah, at times basic needs they give, they're not enough. We don't want to take responsibility and say we are blaming them for not providing. What we are saying is, as Esperance, how can we collaborate with the prison to improve the services that can make these women happy while they are serving their term? Are you seeing? What is it that can make them appreciate themselves while they are serving their term? You see? So those are the things that Esperance is doing because we want these women to get accepted, community service, and also what I talked about what else did I talk about? The first one I talked about rehabilitation, and remember our vision is zero recidivism. What it is not like we wanted to say women will not go back to prison, but our dream, we are seeing ourselves in a few years to come, very few women will not go back to prison. Yeah, because that is our desire. Yeah, it is not easy, but we know that people live their dreams. Yeah, and Esperance, that is our dream. We can't say we shall make sure all women don't go back to prison, but
Yes.
how do we contribute towards the numbers reducing every other day? Because our focus is reduction in number, and we have a big role to play there. And that's why you find that we are supporting women in all these activities, the programs that they need to be more useful, to be more acceptable, and to be more empowered. Empowering a woman to take the responsibility. And one thing, whoever said that when you empower a woman, you empower a community, to me it's a fact. Right now, they are the women who are doing what? Taking care of the families.
Yes.
We can't say that men are not.
So it's just like we are trying to break the monotony of saying like patriarchal society, men should be on the top. So nowadays women are trying to be there too.
It is men who have refused to take role. So
Yes.
as we are moving on and saying, okay,
Yes.
we can't sleep hungry when I have two hands. I can't sleep hungry and say, watch that man to bring. If I can also go outside there and get, see, I can go and get.
Yes.
Yeah, but the patriarchal society will remain because it has only its importance.
It's important.
Yeah, it gives respect to the family, acceptance and all that. But we are trying, as you say, just to break through kidogo to make sure that the families are happy. Yeah, families are happy.
Okay, that's cool. So the next question is all about can you elaborate the impact of education programs on the mental and emotional challenges that most prisoners face? So like, because you have talked about education programs by the Esperance Foundation at the first question, so can you just briefly tell us about the programs that make sure that they are not mentally and emotionally damaged?
You see, education on its own is all about giving these people information, and when you are informed, to me I feel you have the ability or potential to analyze things from a different perspective. So it empowers your mindset, and that's why we say education empowers your mindset. You are able to think differently, you are able to be objective, you are able to make better decisions, you are able to live in a community a happy person, because you are just at par like anybody else. Now when we talk about education, you said education and what else?
Education, emotional and mental. Yes.
Of course, emotional mind brings out emotions, and that's why you find that most of the people, the way they think tells you who you are. Yeah, so when women are able to change their mindset and start living positive lives, they reduce the emotional tension. Yeah, they reduce the emotional tension, and they're able to live happy lives. They don't think of feeling so demoralized. Their self-esteem is low. They feel like they are useless. No, women, we are told, remain strong, remain powerful, change your mindset, start thinking as a powerful woman, and that way emotionally you will be stable.
Okay, the last question, because of the conference is still going on, but the last question can you just discuss specific success that Esperance has made since the day it was formed till 2023?
Okay, what I know is that for the time I have observed or have interacted with the Esperance, one, they have been able to provide basic needs,
Yeah.
to the women. You know, women have small things that really matter. Sanitary towels, they provide them with soap, they provide them. You know, there are those small things. People might think they are small, but they really make your self-esteem low. If a woman woke up every morning and they don't have a sanitary towel, to somebody it can look so small, but it makes you, it spoils your day. It hurts you, it destroys you. So one, they have done that. Two, they have been able to provide machines. Are you getting?
Yes,
for women, sewing machines. For the women to start running their own business, providing entrepreneurial, maybe things that can make them start their own business. And supporting quite a number of women psychologically. Because to me, counseling is like is mainstreamed. As much as you empower me with the skills, you have to make sure that I'm mentally, emotionally, socially, spiritually, I'm right. If you do that, then you are changing me. But even if you give me 20 machines and I'm emotionally unstable, mentally unstable, then I'll not be able to have achieved much. And I feel Esperanza have played a very big role when it comes to that. They have supported some people, paid some legal fees, to some of the prisoners, because I feel that is one of things that uphold human dignity. Removing somebody from a situation whereby they are feeling so demoralized, they are feeling so low, because that is what prison does. It just demoralizes you. But if somebody can pay for you some fine and let you go back to your community, to me that's an achievement. So education, I don't know, I can't specifically say they have done. Education to me is wholesome.
Yes.
It's wholesome. So creating awareness, talking to women, supporting children. I was forgetting a very important aspect. Supporting children of mothers who are in prison. Because right now we are collaborating with SOS.
So one of your partners is
SOS. Because SOS focuses on supporting children who are vulnerable, and we are looking at children whose mothers are in prison as vulnerable children. So how do we make sure that when a mother is inside prison, the child does not stop going to school? The child's life should continue. So we are happy that SOS has given us that support, and we are collaborating with them to make sure that the children go to school, and also the families that support those children are taken care of. Because we realize that it's not always good to take these children from families and take them to homes. So we felt it is important that these children are supported in the family setup. So Esperance is supporting those children, giving support to the mothers who are taking care of children, so that these children can continue going to school, and the children are fed and they are clothed through SOS in collaboration with us. We are also collaborating with Brayburn, an institution of learning, Brayburn, whereby they are donating some clothes, some sweaters. Actually, they donate what we need. They ask us what we require, and then they donate some things we take to the needy institutions. So to us, those are great achievements. And remember, we have been in existence for now 3 years, from 2019 to 2022. So to us, those are milestones.
Yes.
And we know that we are still going to do more and more given an opportunity. And that's why when we come to such an institution, such a conferences, we learn, we open up to other people, and I believe that in this conference, there are people now who know that there's an organization that supports people in prison, giving dignity and human, giving them an opportunity. They are giving people support to appreciate their human dignity and making sure they live right as the Constitution entails. Because this issue of human dignity, whatever, is in our Constitution. Yes, but sometimes it's not really practiced. So we need people who can come on board and practice what is written. And I feel that is what Esperance is trying to do. Practicing what is in the Constitution.
Yes. Okay, thank you for your time. So we can proceed with the conference, and hopefully tomorrow is the final day for the conference. We'll be having our project manager and the founder, so that we can take the feedback, and we know, hopefully, because she tried to ask about the possible partners, and mostly we are seeing there is Catholic University, there is a Global Ethics, there is UNESCO, kuna Harmonize Institute. Hopefully one of them can be our partners too.
We believe so.
Yes.
We believe they'll be able to collaborate with us, because they are people propagating human dignity and ethics. And when we listen to what people have been discussing, it is the issue of just people.
Thank you for your time.